Okay, it's time to start Christmas working week. Let's go. It's 21st December. It's 7 in the morning and I'm driving to my last day shift of this year. And then I have 4 nights. Let's see what it brings. Everything was more or less assigned. First job, I need to perform duplicate inspection for one of my colleagues, which is replacing oxy bottle. And then I need to pick up my airplane because I'm going to hangar. I need to change one of the harnesses on the landing gear, so let's go. As you can see, we can forget about the snow. It's rainy, it's foggy, and there is nothing outside which comes across the mood which you should have during Christmas. Just look at this. Pure depression, right? Okay, our first stop, Bravo Mike. Duplicate inspection for David. He's already replacing the bottle. Just good. Basically, I'm not gonna show you the whole replacement, but all we need to do now is just to make a leak check. I heard when he pressed the buttons on the oxy boxes in the cockpit, there are no bubbles, which means the leak check is okay. So we can sign duplicate inspection for him and we can go to our plane.
And since in Austrian Airlines we don't use a physical or paper version of TechLog, we just enter everything in the system and we both can run to the next task.
That was the first one. Now to another airplane. It's always fun when the ramp is busy. But yeah, let's go. And this is our airplane. So let's speak with the crew. Okay, spoke with the crew. I mentioned only then one thing which we need to bring inside the airplane. And yeah, I'll perform walk around if we don't find any other problems. And then, yeah, we'll tow it inside. We need to replace this cable, actually not this one, which is on the leg, the one which goes inside the leg. So I need to remove both hubcaps, tachometer and brake fan. And yeah, from that point we can start with disassembling of the cables. So that's job for today. This is a common problem when the fan is turning. You cannot make inspection, so you need to slow it down. And it takes a time. And the clicking noise you already hear, right? And I explained the function of the mid-shot spanners in one of the previous videos, so take a look. I will leave the link in the description. And it's speeding up again. Yeah. It's always fun when it's windy outside. So now, basically, all what's remaining is to release parking brakes, so we will be ready for towing. We can switch off the power. And we need to install gear pins. And nose. Yep. And let's go out. Nose. And I'm lucky that I'm tall, because I can do just this. I don't need to climb. Oh, brake is off, pins are in, so we can move to hangar. And yeah, since I performed post-flight check, I need to sign it. And as I mentioned in one of my videos, now and nowadays it's very easy, just through the tablet. Post-flight check is signed, and we are ready for hangar. We are trying to locate the problem with that fault on the tachometer number 1. The colleagues before already replaced the tachometer, and the fault appeared again after 2 flights. So we measure the M2 cable which is inside of the axle, which leads over here. There is a first connection down there. Everything looks okay. From there we measure it all the way up. There you can find another connector, and now we put it all together and measure it from over here all the way to braking steering control unit, which is in forward avionic compartment. Let me show you. Yeah, here is normally braking steering control unit, and we create let's say bridge to test both cables, and everything seems to be fine, but just in case, we gonna replace anyway the M2 cable, because from time to time you can have moisture inside of the connector, which can cause this kind of problem. And since colleagues in, I think it was previous day, replaced already the tachometer, we suspect that problem is with the cable, so we'll replace the cable and we will see. And by the way, this is a new harness which we need to replace, so we are replacing just the one which is inside of the axle, and it has 3 connections. One, the middle one, goes, yeah, this one goes to tachometer on the wheel number 1, and the other 2, this and this, they leads to brake fans, but to brake fan on wheel number 1 and to brake fan for the wheel number 2, which means that we need to disassemble also this part. And in the end, in the front, this is also secured with this clamp, or let's say this block, with the 2 screws, and it is sealed.
Let me a bit expand what actually happened. In past days, once every few flights appear fault of tachometer of wheel number 1. To solve this issue, my colleagues replaced already tachometer and as well braking steering control unit. But unfortunately today on the 2nd flight problem appeared again, so I received the new harness because axle experienced a lot of vibrations, so there might be a problem either in the connectors or in the cables. But just to confirm if there is no other problem, I was asked also to measure everything, just in case. And since during measurement I did not find any problems, we anyway decide to replace M2 axle harness, and that might solve the issue. And since harness is on the place, we can continue with installation of the rest of the components.
Tire pressure.
Tire pressure indication.
Yeah. It's option. Any A320 can have it. No worries, just slide it in. Be careful that it's nowhere, and then push it. Yes.
Okay, then we've got the
Nice.
box and the...
And after installation of all components, we start with all necessary tests. For example, during this one, my colleague turns the axle of the tachometer, and thanks to zeros and ones constantly changing on displays, computer know how fast the axle turns.
Okay, good.
And this is another test for tachometer, and we are testing skidding. So my colleagues are turning the shaft thanks to special tool and drill machine on two wheels, on wheel number 1 and on wheel number 3. And brake number 2 and brake number 4 should basically retract or like release the pressure to let the wheel spins again. And once they stop with rotation, the pressure should be again applied in brake number 2 and brake number 4.
Good. Stop! Perfect.
And since we disconnect also tachometer on wheel number 2, we need to test
Okay,
that
stop,
one as
stop.
well. And during testing, we find out that we have small leak from the quick disconnect of brake number 2. So we replace also this part, and this is a final testing after replacement. So no leak, as you can see.
Okay, and the last test, what you need to do is test of the brake fans. Great. Perfect.
All done just in time, so airplane can be towed on the apron, and we need to prepare it for the next flight.
Work itself is done, but they need the airplane, so we, as you saw, we tow it out. Now I need to prepare it for the flight, and yeah, then I'll finish the rest of the paperwork. Everything which was necessary for the flight is already closed. Few more things, and my shift is almost over. So doesn't matter if I'm on day or night, it's always fun. And our airplane is over here. One pin. Last one. Everything's fine?
Yeah.
Everything's fine? Okay. Okay then, have a nice flight. Okay. All good? Back to hangar. Just to give you an idea, what was one of the last tests which we did, we simulate the skidding of the airplane, and for that we use this tool. Hopefully it focuses, yeah. So this you put on the shaft of the tachometer, then install that on the drill machine, and you need to get between 900 to 1100 RPM on the tachometer. You need to do it on two brakes or two tachometers on each leg one, and once basically we spin these two tachometers on each leg, we simulate that those two wheels are rotating, and we want the pistons of the other brakes retract. So basically the other wheels which basically stop and they're skidding should start to rotate from this point, and when we release, when we stop spinning the tachometers, the force should be applied. Again, we did this with the both sides, with the brake number 1 and brake number 2, and as a support we use brake number or tachometer number 3, and like this we basically test the function of the tachometer. And that's more or less it for today. My shift is almost over, so I can go to shower. See you tomorrow.